Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Steins. Yay, today's space in which we are just doing our damnedest here. That's many, I guess it's not a secret. Could this be it? Lonocraft? What the fuck does Lonocraft mean? Ionocast? I don't know. Ions are charged particles. The meaning matches. We click on a link that says Ionocraft lifter. It takes us to a video. Lifter technology. On YouTube! Haha! Looks like some dim garage. No, it looks like outside. But it doesn't seem like anything secretive, just a garage like you'd see in an average American home. At the center of the screen is a triangular shape made of some kind of metal. It's like about 10 centimeters high and about 30 centimeters wide. It's connected to some sort of generator by a thin line. Looks like some really cheap equipment. That's all there is, though. Nothing else. After explaining something in some language I don't understand. Russian, maybe? The person filming the video slowly turns the power on. And then... it's floating. The silvery triangle floats soundlessly into the air. Then it remains stationary. That's an anti-gravity device. Don't be ridiculous. That would be the breakthrough of the century. It's called Ionocraft, so it probably has something to do with electrodes and charged data. She doesn't sound as confident as she usually does. We look up information on the Ionocraft lifter. Showing some lifter technology in action, some information on how the construct power a lifter, along with a brief explanation, electrogravitic theory, only one egg. Rotation, lifter. Sorry, I was reading the YouTube suggested. Lots of sites have detailed instructions on how to make lifters, but I don't know how they work since their sites all give conflicting theories. CERN is using this lifter technology, so it's a vital component of their time machine. If they can manipulate a micro-singularity's mass and gravitational field, then these things really are anti-gravity devices. Well, under those exact conditions, I guess you might not be entirely wrong. Incredible! My curiosity's growing more by the second. But it looks like CERN's having trouble adjusting the lifter. They don't have full control over the micro-singularity's gravity, so they can't make a true naked singularity. That must be the reason why the subjects turned into jellymen. Yours or not. Since the singularity is still closed, the subject is crushed by its tremendous gravity. As a result, substance has become fractalized. I didn't say it wrong. Let's go with that hypothesis. Of course, there's no way to be sure that it's right. It might take months to prove. Cursor shrugs her shoulders in resignation. So CERN's lifter is still incomplete. If Titor is telling the truth, then CERN won't complete their time machine for another 24 years. If we can complete the phone wave names of the exchange first, then we'll have outwitted CERN. We don't have half the equipment or funding CERN does. I'm actually saying you can solve a problem that they can't. This isn't that simple. CERN still hasn't figured out how to set the subject's destination in time or space. That should be evident by how scattered the Jellyman discoveries were. We don't even know if this is all of them. There could be Jellymen buried underground or floating in space. Actually, I'm almost certain there are. There's no point traveling through time if you end up in the tens of thousands of kilometers away from the Earth. It's not practical at all. Also, if you travel a few seconds backwards in time, the Earth will no longer be there. Ha ha ha. That's one of the prevailing theories, because the Earth is in constant motion. And for whatever reason, time travel, when you do it, your point becomes fixed in space and not fixed onto Earth. It's a bizarre situation, people. consider. It's not practical at all. Data said he had a variable gravity lock system. You can use that to lock onto the Earth's gravity, and ensure he arrives somewhere on the planet's surface. Fair. Taita's explanation on that point was vague. He mentioned having such a device, but he didn't explain how it worked. Well, you're somebody on the internet. Of course he wouldn't. But if you're only moving through time, won't you just arrive in the same location? Of course not. Why not? Because the Earth is always moving. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's a fixed... Time travel, since it's impossible, other than moving forward. Backwards time travel, since it's impossible, nobody can determine if you're fixed where you are in space or fixed where you are in rotation in relation to the Earth. So... yeah, there's arguments there. Right, rotation and revolution. The Earth's rotation velocity is about 1.650 kilometers per hour. I read that wrong, but whatever. You got all the numbers. Oh, hang on. Ferris, shit. Have you bought Phantasm's debut single? Yeah. Oh, wait, wrong person. Right, Ferris. Fucking idiot. Have you bought Phantasm's debut single? Yeah, it's the theme song for Reinet Kikuri, so it's really popular. Ferris bought 5 copies, and yeah, it's my duty as a Reinetter. Anyway, there's an important secret hidden in Phantasm's songs. The key is unlocking it is oops. The bell's ringing, yeah, looks like someone is here. Better see who it is. Okay, Ferris, thank you for nothing. Orbital velocity is around the sun. It's about 114,000 kilometers per hour. Meaning, 1 hour ago, we were that far away from where we are now. Wow. When you think about it like that, we're earth-shatteringly fast. Well, the Earth is moving that fast too, so it's not earth-shattering at all. In fact, if you were to, like, be in the path of the Earth, just say you're on the side of the Earth that it's moving in, and you fix your point in space, suddenly you would be ripped through the Earth. That would shatter the Earth. That's not all. The solar system is part of the Milky Way, and the Milky Way spins like a giant whirlpool. There are various theories, but basically the Earth moves about 50 million kilometers a day. Look at you roll all those numbers so smoothly off her tongue. I get that she's a genius, but it's hardly common knowledge. Has she been doing research on the topic? Well, I mean, she did simplify them to like 50 million. You know, that's not the exact. Kinda got into a ludicrous scale. By the way, the Milky Way is part of a large cluster of galaxies, which itself is part of an even larger supercluster. And these clusters and superclusters might be moving too. If that's the case, we're moving more than 50 million kilometers a day. The point is that setting the destination would require insane calculations if you only want to travel 1 second into the past. Yeah. So, it's better to, instead of calculating anything, fucking fix your point on Earth in relation to the damn Earth. Doing it by hand is impossible. It might take years for a supercomputer to come up with a solution just to get to the same location. We have no choice. We need to find Taita and Boru's variable gravity system. Great idea. Go for it. I wonder how Sun is dealing with this problem. After blowing me off, Kirisu goes back to reading Cern's documents. Dara and I aren't good with English, so there's nothing we can do but let her work. That's fine, I'm not good with English either. Dawn breaks. Dang. Stayed up all night again. Fighting drowsiness. I refilled my mug with instant coffee. I've already lost count of how many I've had.
Okabe.
Okabe? Kirisu hands me her mug to me without looking away from the computer. Yeah, you're already at the coffee maker. Makes sense. I get it. guess she expects me to refill it. Who does she think she is? Someone to become her maid. She should ask Mary for stuff like this. Mary's a professional maid, after all. Does working at a maid-themed cafe count as being a professional maid? I'm sure it does. Maybe if you were a custodial staff at a maid cafe and you're still dressed as a maid, then maybe it would count. Maybe. But at a cafe, you serve food. You don't clean, which is what maids do. That said, Kirisu's the one reading CERN's documents right now. Darren and I can manage if we use translation software, but we're nowhere near as efficient as she is. Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind when I said I wanted to borrow her knowledge. It just goes to show that I was right to make her a lab member. She's an asset to the lab. For now, at least. I should try not to upset her. Again. Many times. I silently take the mug from Kirisu, dump in the powdered coffee, and pour hot water from the pot. Oh, is that how instant coffee works? I don't drink coffee, I never knew. 2 bags of sugar, no milk. Kirisu's already requested it the same way 5 times today. Mix it well and bring it over to Kirisu. She doesn't immediately realize I'm standing beside her, behind her, over in front of her, in her, on her, underneath her. Doesn't matter. So I held the mug in front of her face. Kirisu takes it without turning. Thank you. Her eyes never leave the screen. She's completely absorbed in CERN's research. I've known people like this. Even though she was adamant when she called them traitors to scientists everywhere, she's not above picking their brains. But I understand how she feels. I'm itching to know more myself. They're is fast asleep on the sofa. Snoring is quite loud. Furthermore, it sounds like he has sleep apnea. Okay, well, if the game isn't gonna fucking tell us what sleep apnea is, I'm gonna look it up myself. I'll be back. Alright, so I've returned and I looked up sleep apnea, and essentially it's a potentially serious situation with your body where while you're sleeping, you, your breathing starts and stops. And if you snore, and if you wake up, after you're done sleeping and you're not fully rested, you may have sleep apnea. That's fine. Stress Kirisu has been able to ignore it. She's just that focused. People don't have to, physically ignore things, you know. If you're ignoring a thing, if you hear a thing, you don't have to react to it. That doesn't mean you didn't notice. Decided to watch some TV. As always, the news channels are all covering the Radican satellite crash. 5 days have passed since the satellite crash, and with the start of summer vacation season, crowds are gathering to get a glimpse of the satellite, which still has not been removed. That's not a teenage girl sound. I'm not gonna do one myself, but... oh my god, I came from Nagoya. I want to see it. I drove all the way from Saitama. It's amazing. Where did that thing come from? Okay, hang on. Part-time warrior. Nice. I'm so hungry, I had to skip breakfast again today. Don't have much money on hand. Are there any good places to find insects or weeds around here? I can get by using my survival skills if I have to. Hey, I'm a high school girl from Chiba. Tourists from all over Japan are flocking to this location. In an interview earlier today, Michael Byrne, spokesman for NASA, stated that no satellite had crashed in Japan, and that the crash object was in fact not even a satellite. The satellite is currently under police investigation. No date for removal has been set. Is it really under investigation? This could be another plot by the organization. Good morning. Oh wait, should I say good afternoon? There are unlocks from outside and Mayuri comes in. She has a convenience store bag in hand. There are various food items inside. Doesn't look like they're all for us. She doesn't even live here. Why does she bring food here? Wow, the air in here is so
空
thick.
気が漂ってるよ。
This should probably look haggard since we stayed up all night. It's hard to put a bright smile now that I know about CERN.
空気入れ替えるね。
I'll refresh the air. Mary opens the window wide. The sky is so blue. It's so blue. It hurts my eyes. Large clouds listlessly drift in on the wind. Truly is a refreshing sight. And the air outside, my god, is it that refreshing? Mary's appearance makes Darrow get up with a grimace. Karisu also finally moves away from the computer, sipping her hot coffee while rubbing her eyes. Yeah, we are not ready for your morning chipperness. I glance at the clock and go to the center of the room and call for attention. Since all the lab mems are present and accounted for, this is the perfect opportunity to hold another round table conference.
円卓会議
Roundabout confluence?
なんぞそれ
What's that?
ラボ面による報告会
A meeting of lab mems.
そんなのこれまでにやったことあった
Have
っ
we
け
ever done that before?
そもそも円卓なんてど
Do
こ
we
にあ
even
るの？
have a round table?
実物はない
Not physically. Ever it exists in the hearts of all lab mems. Am I mistaken? Yes. All you are mistaken. They all
そう
say
だ
in
ろ？
unison.
じゃなかろう
Yes,
が。
you're mistaken.
勝手に人の心の中に変なもの持たせないで。
Alright, that's not what he fucking meant. Yes, I will physically put it into your heart. Be warned, it will hurt. Like, he's just saying bullshit. Don't fucking comment as if it's actually happening.
マユシーにもあ
Is
る
there
か
one
な
in Miyushi too?
ああ
Of course there is.
そっか。
Oh, that's good. What about a round
でも
bowl?
円卓って何？
てかなんで円卓
And why a round
Also-
table? You King Arthur?
そもそも私はラボ面といっ
I'm
ても
only a
期間
temporary
限
lab
定だ
mem
し。
anyway. God, these people fucking whine about every little thing, every tiny minute detail. Oh no, it's not perfectly the way I said it was. That's me getting into his head. Oh,
とにかく
dude,
円卓会議
dude
だ
looks fucking tall.
参りは昨日の夜はいなかった
Anyway, it's a roundtable conference. Mayuri wasn't here last night, so first let's explain the situation to her. Dude looks fucking built. I like the slim frame on this dude. It looks good. Tell Mayuri about everything we discovered in her absence. Everything. About how Stern is making a time machine. About Jellymen. About how Men in Black might be coming to erase us for what we know.
悪いことは良くな
I
いよ。
told you you shouldn't do bad
言ったの
things.
に
Hey, they do bad things first. Yeah.
悪いだろ
Bad, you say? Are we bad? Absurd.
よバカそれを言うならばセルンの方
If
が
we're
よ
bad,
ほ
then
ど
CERN is even worse. They aren't satisfied with the ruling world. Now they want to get
時
their
空
hands
ま
on
でも手に入
space-time
れようと
itself.
企んでいる
同意するわ。
I agree. For some reason, Kirisu backs me up. Shit. Just not prepared.
セルンのやってることは社
What
会的
CERN
に
is
も
doing
人
is
間的にも
unforgivable.
そして
It's
研
traitorous
究
to
者として
humanity,
も
to society,
許さ
and
れ
to
ることじゃない
science.
そうだけど
I guess. Look at her. They're all adorable looking. Like fucking Mayuri chomping down on her food. Fucking Okabe being tall as the heavens themselves. You know, Karisu looking over there. Look at her face. That's a cute looking face. And Dara is just sort of chilling. Maybe not all of them, but you know what I mean. I'm just not convinced. I didn't want to get Mayuri involved, but she's surprisingly perceptive. She'd find, yeah, because it's not surprising. She just is. She's perceptive and intelligent, and the whole dumb thing is an act. She'd find out even if we kept it a secret. So it's better to just tell her.
いずれにせよこれで
Anyway, Ragnarok can no longer be averted. The final battle with CERN is near. Large part of me is still afraid, but we've come too far to turn back now. We can't unlearn what we know. True.
ラグナロック
Ragnarok?
また北欧神話か
Norse mythology again?
クリスティーナお前にはセルン
Christina,
調査に
I
つ
ordered
いて
you to
命じていた
investigate
な
CERN. What have you
何か
learned?
新たに分かった
命じられた覚えはないけ
I
ど
don't
ね
remember being ordered, but whatever.
セルンがタイムトラベルにおいて抱
There
え
are
てい
two
る問
problems
題
Stern
点
faces
2
with
つ
time travel. The first is that it's the end of the episode, so thank you guys so much for watching. 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 Of course, I've been Keywii, and you've been great to another change yourself a delightful day. Goodbye.